I have only one intention, to save as many people as possible from devils.
Job description was get it on, protect your mental heart and your dome. You might die cause of your tone. Young, black, and strong, I was meant and sent, cause some of the real was all gone. Since birth to now, I got holes in my t-shirt. I'm fighting with anybody that wants to see me hurt. Took a needle and blood, second and first love. Fuck giving the fuck, blame me, not the drugs. I motivates myself.
All right. This is a keep it low profile moment. PTSD Talk TV with your host Della.
And done.
What we talking about today, Don?
The obstacles of life.
Yeah, that'll be like a 80 million day billion series.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Well, one thing I am going to talk about is, I know one thing I do want to say. Let's just throw in some little curveballs here, and we don't have to elaborate on one topic because it's already hard enough making these daggone. It's hard enough putting the images and stuff together, and that's why I guess that's why there's so many YouTubers, because they just film on their phone and they say boop, upload to YouTube just like that, and we just don't want to do that. But I can say I am so tired of seeing these. I can't really say I expect anything, but I be seeing so many apps with these fake actors. Like, even if you just on your phone, and like even the other day, I was looking up a movie for the youngsters. Titties, booties, dingalings, avatar porn. I'm an OG. I didn't even know they had avatar. I mean, it's like, who watches that? I know when I was coming up, I did see people sketching like Popeye the Sailor Man, sleeping with olive oil and stuff. But it's like, they got avatar, artificial intelligence porn, people sleeping with robot wives and dolls, and it's just so many lames. It's just, it makes me not even want to go outside, Don. I'm an outside baby. I love outside. I love life. I don't even want to go outside no more, fam.
Yeah, because you never know. The way this Android stuff is going, it's like the people that you see and ain't really people. It's just an illusion. And it's like, is this person doing what I think they're doing? And it's like the time we was in California and the lady just popped a squat between two cars, and we was like, nah, that can't be real.
Right.
And took a poop in the middle of the street.
I'm just going to shit right here.
That's it.
And it's one thing to see behavior and mental health. It's nothing to see drug addicts, and
zombies and stuff, right?
Yeah, but it's so many people that need to be held accountable. What I'm concerned about, Don, is like, I got my own mental problems, of course. And what I mean by that is, like, I don't have faith in anything in this world. And it's cool because I rocks with the Creator. I got my faults. I got my sins. I got my skeletons. I repent every day for pulling capers as a shorty, whatever I had to do, just to survive.
But you had to do it to survive.
Right.
Now it's we just doing things to be just doing things, and not us particularly. Not us per se, but just individuals that just want to do anything and everything, and it's like,
right, no control. Just like every time you turn on, just anything, everything. And then if you come with some control, have you seen the way people cut their eyes at you? Like, I'm going to kill you.
Silence! I kill you! Silence! I kill you! Silence! I kill you!
Yeah.
He said,
somebody will die today.
He said, I will kill you.
Right. And it's just despicable to see these things, because it's like, you don't know what's real and what's fake anymore. It's like what's fake is real and what's real is fake. And it's like, the world is headed for self-destruction, I believe, because it's just the way the world operates,
Well, I think the Creator should come and have another Noah movement.
Nah, I believe he's going to come and bring fire. It's going to be like a wildfire that's going to be out of control.
It's already a fire. People, I'm sad in a good way, because, like, well, what do you mean by that, Della? Because I know it's some old crack babies lurking. Like, when they was born, they was on heroin crack babies, and now they 45 now, and they are out here.
Not only that, they didn't have offsprings of the crack baby era,
right,
and it's
God.
It's like oversaturated with crack juice, and it's like, come on, man, you can't be for real. But that's what's
Oh
amongst us,
gosh.
and this is what we deal with all the time. Everything is quick, fast, in a hurry, microwave nation. So now you could punch in breast and they could show you thousands to a million breasts online, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, and it's crazy because the children, there are no filters. And personally, I'm disappointed in Google the most. I've never had as many. When you go with Microsoft, I'm not saying they don't have their glitches. Microsoft is the cool, smooth sailing. But what's the trick? Oh, you don't get access to your YouTube. I would go, I feel like it's aside from people who use G Suite and for their business stuff,
Or
I
Google
recommend
Classroom or something like that.
right. I
Like,
recommend you everybody who's hearing this, go on a Google boycott. You go on a Google boycott because the way they sell your information, like no offense, when I'm in Microsoft, I could be wrong. But I rarely see my information getting sold to. Like when you in Google, the babies are getting, like when you discipline the shorties. You're like, who? Why you you looking at? No, most of the time they're not. Google is tearing down houses, man, because there's be porn in the kids' emails. The kids can't even click on even these sites that the schools use. The ads are crazy. They don't even test them done. Like they tell you, oh, your chat's on Clickster
you
stars.
know why? Because half this stuff is not foolproof. It's not being tested for foolproof
That's right.
material. Because
it's a rush job.
It is, because everything is rushed. Like, look at the paper I did a long time ago on the internet. That's what it is. It's designed to give you fast speed on top of speed, to the point where if you're not even looking for things, they show you things that are similar to what you're looking for, and it's like, I'm not looking for
And
that.
you know what's crazy? I'm glad you touched on it because I did a paper on that for college too. Remember? Mm-hmm. I shared that with y'all about how we both did one. It's like, just, man, it's like the only thing I'm concerned about is the shorties. And I'm not even concerned about the ones who are probably descendants of the underworld, because niggas be doing all kind of dumb shit. They be indirectly, unconsciously, well, I don't know,
exploiting the children.
Not only that, I don't know if somebody was really in the dark, I represent Lucifer, even if it's a gimmick or whatever, right? And then they have shorties, and then I'm not saying they're not worthy of being saved, but there are some babies out here who want to learn. They don't want the clutter. They just want to play and use their general imagination. They don't need to be seeing all that stuff. They don't need to look at that stuff. And there are a few children out there. I know I was one of them. I didn't like a lot of clutter. I just didn't like all that. Yeah, I can only speak for myself, Don. I was one of them children. I'm not trying to toot my horn. That's why I'm crazy now. Because all I wanted to do, I just wanted to go to school. I just wanted to play my instruments. I didn't understand math. I struggled with it, but I had to get in there in the ring with it. And I did. I came out okay. Anything that was math and science related, it was tight for me. And most people, that's their struggle areas. But in the land of economics and money, how can we let math be a struggle area? That don't make no damn sense.
Because, like, even when we was growing up, everything was rush.
Yeah.
It wasn't wasn't going through thoroughly. So the teachers would rush before you could even get a grasp on a particular lesson. It was a rush job. So then what I had to realize is, on my time that I had free, I had to study. And
That's
I had to
right.
look up some things and do some research. But back
The
then,
good
when we
old
did
library.
research, but when we was doing research back then, we had books. Now they're trying to annihilate the books to the point where you got to look at this computer screen and you got to zap your mind. So if you're not a TV or a overly excessive TV watcher, you're exposed to the tube. Your mind is going to get zapped after a while. I refuse to do that. Everything is being put in a category where if you don't have access to the internet or if you don't have a computer, you're old. And that's,
or you can lose all your opportunities. Like, most of banking is online, and now it's like, and look at economics too. Let's touch on this. After the COVID, most of the businesses were making cost efficient moves. So you got light, gas, water, right? You know what I'm saying? All at this particular location. So they would shut it down and go digital. So you can't run down in some places. If, if I just happen to live in Texas or Cali or whatever, I can't go to my bank anymore. And
Right. And speaking of, I'm glad you brought that up. Speaking of which, what I'm tired of, I'm going to tell you why I'm mad. Every time I get on the phone to handle some business, I'm talking to somebody in the Philippines. And I know everybody that's listening can relate to this.
now, people in the Philippines, we appreciate y'all for coming to work, and we appreciate y'all for trying and doing what y'all do. Y'all got to work too. But for the companies that are here in America, where we are, we don't need the outsourcing like that. It's just too difficult. And you know what I'm tired of, to piggyback off of what you said? That's what I should call this segment. You know what I'm tired of?
Right. Let me tell you why I'm mad.
Yeah. I'm tired of when you get on the phone, you ask them, is there a supervisor on site? Oh, no.
He got to go to Bangladesh from the Philippines to get a supervisor.
I got to email my supervisor. Then I ask them questions. And this is all, we record our conversations. We have to. Not all of them. Some of them are private when they're private and personal. But how many times have we asked them, can we have a supervisor? And then we say, so you don't have a supervisor on site?
No.
No.
It's going to take 2 to 3 days for them to get back in contact with you.
Wow.
And if you remember in 2 or 3 days that somebody's supposed to be getting in contact with you, you have to
on
wait
the way.
another 2 and 3 days when you call
on.
back because...
Or while you in there 2 or 3 days waiting for that fake-ass supervisor to call you back, here come 30 more half-ass obstacles, from bullshit. And it's crazy because most of people's PTSD is from poor customer service, and the other high percentage of it is the fast-paced, like glitter, look, everything fine.
Yeah, it's fast-paced garbage.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's easy to sign up to it. But when there's a problem or discrepancy, it's like customer service stinks.
Yeah, it does.
It stinks, and it's sad, and it creates PTSD because it's like I'm trying to resolve the problem, but it's like the faster I try to resolve the problem, the faster they double billing, they're taking more money out. It's like, can I get some good customer service, please? Somebody, please.
Right, and it's on down to the schools. It's to the point where you gotta really, not if your children are troublesome, but you find yourself just all the time advocating for your children against the schools and the children that we mentor. The schools, we got the inclusion services to where we talk to the children. Hang around the school and find out where that's at. It looks good on paper, done. It always, for business, everybody, our mission is to serve you. And sometime when I'm on hold, thank you for calling so-and-so. Well, our mission is your values.
Not even that. You know why I'm mad too? Because when I be making all these daggone calls, they say, oh, the calls are being monitored and recorded. But you can't find the conversation I had with the previous customer service agent.
That's right.
So now I'm going through this rabbit hole of trying to figure out, is these calls being recorded or are they just being recorded for certain purposes and certain reasons? Because a lot of times they can't even find the conversation. They can't even find the note that I asked the first customer service agent to put into my records. They can't even find that.
You know why I get mad? When you say, hey, you were supposed to call me back and on the 3rd or this and that or the 5th, whatever. And they'll say, well, would you like a new notebook?
Right.
You know what? I'm finna bash you for a motherfucking head.
Yeah, it's like going to a fast food restaurant and you find a hair in your burger and you're like, yo, I found a hair in my burger. Or I'll make you another burger. No, I'll smack you in the face with this burger. I don't want no other burger.
Not only that, it gets so bad that I know that there are scam artists, right? But what is the value of customer service? I've seen, homeless people, creative people. I don't know. People say, you know what, honey? We so poor, I'm going to go pull a hair out and put it in the burger and then I'll get another one. I don't know. And then you get home and pull the hair out if it's all that fucking deep.
Right.
But just give me my refund. They be looking at you. You see how they cut their eyes at you? Like, I'm going to kill you.
Silence! I kill you! Silence! I kill you!
Right.
Just give my money back. Why would I want another burger? The key component is They look at you like you put that hair in there, like the
Right.
roaches
Or
in the
not
chicken.
even that.
Good morning. This is Johnny Houston. I'm calling on behalf of that seafood restaurant where you was eating at last week. Now, I've seen your complaint form over here. The form here says that you have found something in the chicken. Now, what exactly was it that was in the chicken?
Roaches.
Roaches. In the chicken. Okay. And this was about 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I've spoken with the people over there at the store there, and what they basically, we'd come to the conclusion was that we think that you put them roaches in the chicken and was just trying to get a free meal. All I can do is go by what my manager say. I'm telling you right now, you ain't gonna get no money from us now. So I always try to get a quick dollar, and you want to try and take us under by planting roaches in the chicken. Because our roaches ain't even that color, because I already talked to the manager. The roaches we have is brown. Them roaches was black.
The person you called is no longer on.
Roaches
Or
in the
not
chicken.
even that. They look at you like, Dad, you want more nuggets? Like, no, I don't want no more nuggets. I don't want to eat from here
cold
anymore.
Food, you know.
Disrespectful. And then when you say something, they're looking at you like, why are you complaining?
Because nobody-
Everybody else is eating cold food. So
That's
shut
right.
your goddamn mouth.
That's right.
And go on, hurry up and buy.
Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy.
You cotton picking 2-bit, you know.
That's right. And the crazy thing about it is you can't stand out in your own way. You can't have a small demand. Like, I like hot food. I just come here because I want, sure, you shouldn't have to go to any place that's established and have to argue. If you look at their mission, their website, and we have tantalizing, I don't know, all these special words. Most of these people are using Grammarly and artificial intelligence to create their mission statements. They're using all these artificial intelligence apps to create these, value, whatever the chain of command and these. You are the intellectual conductor, director, sophisticated liaison, customer reference. Like,
Not even that. What I
the
hate
fuck
is
that?
they always promote, the customer is always right. So now it depends on who the customer is. Because if it's a customer, they look at you and say, hey, you come from poverty anyway, so you should love this.
That's right.
And that is very insulting. And that's when the PTSD kicks in, because it's like, now I'm going to kill you.
Silence! I kill you!
Because you're playing with my mental. And it's like, who got time for that?
Because of what they're seeing with all the glitz and glam and the, even these apps and these shorts and these YouTubers. And for the most part, not just black folks or people of color or minorities or trailer park, whatever. But it's not good for you to determine what kind of lifestyle somebody leads. If I come in there, I've had days where I've been cleaning my yard. I look a mess. I'm hungry. I'm sorry I came through this line with a little yard dirt on me, but I just want a pasta, please, or whatever. And they automatically assume these assumptions.
Yeah. And
then it goes back to why a lot of people are choosing. I think it's a pro and a con because humanity stinks so bad these days. Not everybody, but some people are left to lean on artificial intelligence. It's very sad. And it does it because if they, like psychology, right? And human resources, if you go back to the history of that, and let's drop some jewels on y'all, because we are intellectuals. But if you go all the way back to psychology and, human resources, and in a lot of studies, it came from torture and war and what's the dominant, like a dictatorship, a dominant force. And so they feel that people need to be controlled. And so,
yeah, that goes back to the Sigmund Freud situation.
yes, Lord. Look them up, y'all, if y'all don't know.
You keep their eyelids open and you feed them sleeping pills and see how long it could last.
Come on. It's sad because most people have to, if my human beings that I hire are bringing in their own personal shit to work, their own personal emotions, they're assuming this guy's a bum, they're assuming this, I'm tired, I don't have to give you the best customer service, then the company switched to AI. And that's scary because now you're like, hey, what can I help you with? You say customer service. I'm sorry. And you know what's even scarier? This shit is funny as hell. Sometimes I'll be calling in to handle business and they'll say, how can I help you with something? I'll say, customer service, man. And they'll say, I'm sorry. How can I help? You could hear the tone change. It is scary.
Right, it's like some Jetson shit.
Like they get mad, like the artificial
Like
intelligence.
remember the maid on the Jetsons? And you talking to me and she'll get mad or something like that.
Yes.
So it's like, and then you say, customer service. And they're like, well, before I transfer you to customer service,
I need to help.
how can I help you?
And they get firm.
Transfer me to customer service. And it's like, I'm here to help you. Tell me why.
Sounds scary, man.
Yes, it's like the Matrix, man.
Yes, and I've had some people, I'm like, when I'm frustrated, I'm thinking, this artificial intelligence, I don't know who this is being routed to. So I'm like, gosh, I said agent, okay? Or I said supervisor. And they say, sorry, we couldn't help you. Goodbye. And the way they say goodbye, it sounds scary as hell. Goodbye, nigga.
Right. But, you know, at the end of the day, this is what we up against. And this is why we created this platform, PTSD, because the littlest things can create an alter in somebody's brain. Like, sometimes I get so mad that I want to throw my phone across the room. But I realize that it's only going to hurt myself because I'm talking to a computer and they're trying to route me to an agent or what, customer service, and it's like I can't even get through the customer service. And this is why I be mad, because a lot of these companies, they're making billions and trillions of dollars off of the consumer, but then they treat the consumer like crap, because now you put me through a system where I'm never going to speak to an agent. And back in the days, you could press 0 and go straight to the agent. Now they got it to where you can't even do that anymore. But like, I can't recognize that. And you try again.
And humanity got to step it up, because if they don't, human beings run artificial intelligence. Human beings created this technology and intelligence. It was the human brain that did it. So if a company is so tired of their human employees failing that they got to fire all you niggas and go get a computer to do their job, we run a risk of dealing with that.
No,
you know
but because the computer can be ran anywhere. That's why you'll be talking to some person that's from India or the Philippines, and it's like...
And what about our favorite show? Our team likes American Greed. Sometimes I be paranoid. They be like, yeah, well, I work from home. Don't get me wrong, I would love it. I'm an honest morale person, but I be paranoid on the other end. Like, if you decide to go rogue on a motherfucker, I'm paranoid. You like, you know what, times is hard. I've been doing all this healthcare stuff from home. Now I'm finna steal everybody's social security number.
Not even that. That's scary. That's really scary, because think about this. You'll call, you get through to an agent, and they be like, give me your information. But my information's getting typed in the Philippines. Right. So look how easy that is for you to steal my identity.
That's right.
And it's that's the catch. Like, that's the thing that makes me nervous, because I'm speaking to somebody that barely speaks English. And then their interpretation and their understanding of the English language is not up to par, because you'll be asking for one thing, and they'll be like, well, you said you wanted da-da-da-da. And it's like, no, I didn't say that. It's
so much. Yeah, you're right. It's so much going on with that if you don't leave your country, if you're from Canada, wherever you're from, if like you said, if we find out, if I call Bank of America, Bank of the West, Wachovia, Wells Fargo, I don't know, wherever, it's not just banks, whoever you're doing business with, customer service for Applebee's, I don't know, and it's being routed to the Philippines or Syria or Afghanistan, I don't know, nothing against foreigners, we live in a diverse culture, we're just saying that it's scary, because I don't leave the country like that per se. Maybe, but when you leave the country, unless you got a lot of business, even if you go out of town for business out of the country, you're going for a specified purpose. It's not like you're going to the Philippines to hunt down and see if anybody ever stole your identity. That's some scary shit to know. Somebody could be in a little crack and crevice of this area and decide to steal your social or credit card numbers. True indeed. It would show here, right? You would see if somebody was stealing out your bank account and stuff. You can't keep up. But they have filters. These hackers, they are so fucking good. Remember we was watching that one we was doing some research on hackers, because we was going to do it. Remember we was going to do an episode on hackers. Right. They had a fake Budget Enterprise car rental screen. They had a fake Bank Chase screen. What about the text we get from Google punk ass? Oh, your Chase account has been closed. Nigga, I don't have Chase. Right. Okay, I got a credit union.
Oh, you go on your Gmail and it says, this was donated to you in your PayPal. And it's like, you go to your PayPal, you don't see nothing. You're like, where? And then they want you to hit the link so they could get your stuff and get your information. And it's like...
Or what about if you see $500 and you say, ooh, don't be stupid, y'all. Return that shit. Call PayPal. tell them to give take this money back.
But the PayPal headquarters is in Australia, so how you gonna do that?
On.
It's like when we had that discrepancy with Greyhound. We calling the Texas office, they routed us to what? Somewhere across the country.
That's
We're
right.
like, wow.
Britain and shit.
Right. And it's like, wow.
Never
I
get
can't
a call back.
And you're talking to people with broken English and they don't really comprehend the language.
What about when we bought the software and we was recording years ago when we was trying to do our thing? We bought the Magics and shit. Magics, you ain't out of the water either. Your customer service stinks too. Every time then it's like, now email me to death. I don't want to email you, motherfucker. I want to talk to a person, and that's even full of shit too. Because they're like, don't get me wrong. I don't like fake customer service. I would like somebody to oblige me, right? But I still don't like it. Because I've been, even when I was a youngster, I remember I was working at Burlington. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm calling y'all companies out. But one lady, she was a supervisor. She was training me. And they said I was too nice because one old man, he was like, hey, excuse me. It was like a cardigan. He was like, do you have this in like navy blue? So I went to the back to check. And the lady followed me. She's like, girl, we don't do all that. And she wasn't black. Okay, so don't think it was that. But she was like, we don't do all that. We come back here, we buy us some time, and what we usually tell them is, sorry, our truck should be coming in. Check back with us sometime next week. Now, if I come out and tell this nice old man that it feels good, it makes him feel good, be like, oh my God, thank you. But I'm not going to accept no fake thank yous. I'm just more ethical than that. I'm not going to.
And it's a genuine feeling. It's like,
come on,
genuine. Like, for example, when we was fighting to get access to an email that was hacked or was destroyed or whatever,
Google.
We call the Google company. The guy's like, oh, I'm going to help you. I can fix this. I'm going to do this. The following day, we call back. Some other guy picks up, and he's like, oh, the guy you was talking to yesterday, he got killed in a car crash. I'm like, is that serious?
Like, you don't even know who you're talking to. And keep in mind, this is PTSD Talk TV. We don't know what we're going to call this. We may call it just winging it or why I'm so mad. But I tell you this, though. Not every time we are going to put a whole bunch of images up there for y'all, because we see half of you motherfuckers can barely pay attention to the words, let alone can't keep up with what the image represents. So we might just cut that shit out altogether. And if you come back here and support, okay, good. If you don't, oh well. It's good for me. It works for Dunn. And mostly this is for our team. We have a nice small team, and we do this so, team. That's right. So they can come in here and see that on the surface, you always see me and Donna. We handling business. Okay, yes, sir. Yep, got that. Trying to be on point, be on time, follow up, open the planner. So all this shit you think we talking, it ain't just because we just talking and popping shit. This is accountability measures here. We always try to meet our deadlines and follow up and be respectful. But at the same time, we can understand how a motherfucker go straight Columbine or whatever else on your head.
And shit.
Jeffrey Dahmer eating faces off it and yeah, you know what I'm saying? He said, hello, Clarice. Like,
right. Bite your nose off or something.
Come on. It's just because it's already people, like Dunn said, it's already people out here, not only stand on the edge, but there's people on angel dust. There's people who is ADHD, whatever, was in facilities, got released. They don't tell you why all this glitz and glam. You just this. Click this new app. Play this, you win some money. Play games to win money. Oh, you get dress up app.
Yeah, you even got the elders going crazy because now you got the elders doing TikToks and doing Running Man and you 70 years old. Like, knock it off.
Why this going on? It's a dangerous, dark world out here. And that's why all the glitz and glam and fun buddies and bunnies, they're fun bunnies. They're out here to deter you or distract you from what is really going on. That don't mean you gotta be all engulfed in the darkness of life is bad. Life is bad.
But they
be
want
aware.
But they want you to be on some Twinkleberry shot. Wow. And it's like, no, that's not the reality. But now they, like you said, making these apps where you gotta help a female. She's in a room and dudes is knocking on the door. So now you open the door. Do you call the police? Like, that's too much. That graphic material's too much for children. And you got children doing all types of stuff, putting on makeup on the apps and putting on
and you know what I don't
shorts.
See? You know what we don't see? And I'm sure this going on, but the people, all the loose cannons, all the knucklehead, foolish,
satanic,
downgrade, nobodies, and sucker born every minute motherfuckers are running around. Disney, Ditsy, Bop, Bling, Bling. Running around. Ooh. These motherfuckers are taking over the hospitals. Medicaid is going bad. Medicare is going bad. Senior facility. We keep telling y'all this. Pay attention to the old videos, man. It's stuff going on. Like we talked to our tech consultant the other day. He said, even with as much experience as I have and I'm certified, the stuff that I use to help y'all today is going to be dead and gone by next week. He said, even I can't keep up.
Right.
So it's like, we're not saying don't use what you got to and don't use the tools, but don't get lost in the salt and don't allow your shorties to wash you up. If you're an adult, a real adult, I don't mean a crack fiend losing nobody and you trying to dress cuter than your daughter and you trying to fuck and hang out and all that and still at the same time claim you teaching the shorties. Don't play games like that. But if you're a real distinguished parent or elder or adult, just please make sure that you guide those people around you to make conscious choices. Be the one that stands out of the crowd where everybody's twinkleberrying and glistening. There's nothing wrong with having a beer on Saturday or kicking it with your homies watching the game. There's nothing wrong with watching pay-per-view and betting on a fight every blue moon. But just have a control switch. Have a discipline level. Please have a standard, y'all.
Right.
This conversation ain't for everybody, Don.
It isn't.
It's not for everybody.
It isn't, but at the end of the day, that's real rap and it's real spill because at the end of the day, the adults are supposed to be in control.
Come on, man.
And when you have adults
acting like
stooping down to the teenagers and then to the babies, there's no morale after that. It's like anything goes. So now
you know what happened, Don, when everybody was younger before us coming up and they was 10 toes down, right, paying their bills and cleaning their yard and doing their responsibility shit. Now they older. That's why, like you said, that some of the elders are lost because they're like, I never get to be a bunny.
Right, they got these apps where they put bunny ears on their pictures and stuff.
I'm sorry for you niggas.
You want to look like an avatar and stuff. Like, what does it look like if I look like an avatar?
Come on.
And it's like, come on.
What about the apps where they say this is how you're gonna look when you old? It's not. I don't even indulge. I had one of the young ladies that we used to mentor. She was, the military. She didn't fell off her square. She's out of the clique. But she was all into her apps, and she's like, "Let me take a picture of you. It's just going to show you what you look like when you get old." I said, "No, thank you. I'm gonna leave that up to the mirror, okay, motherfucker."
Right.
When I cross there, you feel me? When I cross that motherfucker, I will leave it up to the mirror.
Not
Y'all
even
don't
that.
feel me,
But the fantasy world, what you want to look like, these females, they be putting these apps on where they face and their eyes is glittering and stuff. And it's like, that's not realistic. And then you send it to another person and they look at it like, oh, she's fine. And you get to meet them. And it's like, oh, my God, Elvira in the flesh. And it's like, come on,
that's
man.
what I have a problem with more than anything, how much money is spent on beauty products, because it scares me. I'm a female. I can't even hang with females, Done, because aside from this wig and this fancy dress you got on and these fake nails, one thing if you grew your nails. I can't tell anymore. If you take care of your nails, because I did. I used to have my nails long, but I had manicures. I started from scratch. So they grew. And I got them covered with the coat, the hard coat, and I got them done. And that's what they were. Even some of these females I used to be at the shop, they got fungus growing out of their toes. And you know what they do? Cover it with glitter.
Not only that, how about the females that walk around with all this wig and all these nails, but then you go to their house and they got old cupcakes under their pillows and period blood stains in their bed, and you're like, what the freak is going on? Like, come on.
That's why, truth of the matter, on that note, we should take it back to the good old school, nigga. Don't come to my house. Meet a nigga in public. I don't even want to go to nigga's house no more because I found myself being Aunt Jemima. Now I got to go get some Lysol because I can't hang out with you now.
Right.
Either I'm going to have to clean it.
And please don't drop your pen between the couch and then go to get it and you got gook on your hand. And it's like, what is this?
Pus and motherfucking bed. You can't even sit on nobody's couch.
Old bandages and shit.
You know why? Because they are in glitter fairy pixie dust. Twinkleberry land.
Right. And it's like, going back to my man, he said, who raised you, man? Like, what we doing here? But, nobody listens to us. We just two disgruntled human beings that get on this platform and talk about.
You know why we disgruntled, done? Because every time when we get up from work to the community, pick the trash we've picked up in our community, the elders we have helped, whether it's to help them lift or to stand or bringing food to their home, checking on them. It's a hard job. That's why me, that's why I be off my motherfucking rockers, burying the dead and taking care of the elders and filing paperwork for people who can't. There's no way I'm going to say, hey, Miss Johnson, and come over Miss Johnson's house and realize her house is dirty. That's like the scene from Hoarders. That's why I don't even want to go with people. I can't even hang out with people no more. I got two options. Either I'm not fucking with you all together because you a fugazi. You got to be a fugazi, motherfucker, because you look fly out here, but your house, your habitat is fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Or the other thing is, I'm going to have to clean it. And I ain't down with that with everybody.
Not only that, that's some ghoul and goblin shit. Like, they look nice out in the public, but behind closed doors is dirty and stink. Like, how many people we've seen, they got 4 or 5 cars in their garage, and then they open their door and you smell death.
Come on.
Like, who died in this bitch?
Like forensic files, nigga, first 48. Like, oh, no, everybody here alive.
It's just
Okay.
But when I took my shoes off, sometimes
right?
the odor.
Like any dead animals? Any dead animals
right.
here? Let me know, man.
And they can't smell it because they're immune to that smell, and it's like, yikes. And that's when you know everything is zombified.
That's why certain cliques can't mix and match. You can't mix and match, man. You gotta have that filter.
That's why the good book says come from amongst these people.
That's right.
You have to, because it's like either you're going to be amongst them and pick up those traits, or you're going to come from amongst them and clear your head. Once you come from amongst them, the air clears up and you could breathe roses and trees and stuff.
And you got to plant them roses, motherfucker. Go clean your yard. People don't understand. Everybody look in the magazine, on the apps, and the TV and the media. They say, I want that. You got to work hard. You want long hair? Don't glue it on. Just go comb your shit. You want roses? And
if your shit can't grow, wear it natural. What's wrong with that?
You feel what I'm saying?
Everybody has their own beauty. Like,
come out with some scullies. Do your thing. I don't know. Get you some head wraps.
Right, some headbands or something.
You know, they got apps for 6-packs now. And like
get you some clippers and shape your joint up.
Learn. Like Donna said, why you inject yourself with baby? Or if the women ain't injecting themselves, getting the Kylie Jenner lip swell your lips challenge.
Or the BBL, the Brazilian butt lips and all that.
Just work out. I don't know. But and one last thing, Don, because we're going to make this as long as we want because this is our shit. But I can't, because we always try to make it short and sweet. But even then, they don't get it.
But we mad today, and we're going to tell you why we mad.
Facts, like standing on the edge. But I can say that we're not saying go back to Hitler, Holocaust, dictatorship. I don't know, whatever era people
communist
grew up in.
Country.
Right, come on. We're not saying that. We're saying hold your position and have a criteria that's a decent criteria. It don't have to be low grade. It don't have to be over the top grade. Just keep yourself some stable ground where you say, you know what, it's a trillion people in the world. What I'm going to do is just make sure I keep my environment clean. I'm going to be about what I say I'm going to be about. I'm going to have a standard. You can only talk shit about other people if you have a standard. So if you know you half-assed and you can't say, oh, his shoes dirty or his house, her stuff stinking. The key component is when I look past your glitz and glam and all your wigs or ditzy bop imagination station shit, that shit you popping out your mouth, are you about that, man?
Now, usually people are not about that. That's why they popping that shit, because it's like an attention factor. If I could bring attention to somebody else and keep my shit behind closed doors, I'm going to do that. Mm-hmm. And that's what you deal with all the time, because it's like everybody's shit stinks. So at the end of the day, it's like, oh, you took a shit and it stink. Yeah, everybody's shit stinks. But people be trying to play the game like their shit ain't stinking. And that's not true, and that's not
well,
fact.
It's probably an app that can make doo-doo smell good.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's
I don't know, but I know it's sad and it's sickening, and that's why the world is screwed up right now, because everybody's faking it till they make it. It's like putting on deodorant. Like, either you do or you don't at the end of the day. And some people walk around here like they don't smell onions on them.
Right. Right.
I gotta tell you, I smell onions.
That's
right.
right.
And then you get mad at me because I told you smell like onions, and I know goddamn well you know you smell like onions.
That's because the brain is made up of it's a multifaceted. It has multiple capabilities, a multitude of capabilities. But people's focus is on one thing, is what they want to see. They want to see Disney. They want to see bunnies. They want to see that's what their minds. They don't know where they put stuff. They can't remember. Like me and Dunn, we have those problems, but we can only say these things to y'all, to ourselves as well, because we work very hard. We don't have the best standards all the time, but we work very hard. We can't say that our job is getting harder, because as we get older and more wiser, the opposition is so loose. And it trickles down, and not even like we let it penetrate per se, but you can't help it, because if I tell Dunn I'm gonna send him a package, but the shipping people, they lie about this, and the shipping label is printed, but your shit ain't went out and all that. So what if Dunn has a corporate meeting, he needs certain things by, and now he's mad at me because I didn't, then I got to argue with the shipper, and it's
just a big headache.
It is.
Altogether.
It is.
And it's a ball of confusion at the end of the day, because like you said, when we are dealing with customer service or trying to get an issue resolved, we can never really get the issue resolved, because by the time we went through the 10th person, we like, all right, never mind. And that's what they want.
And you better do it sometimes, because your mental health is at stake. And it's like, you got to know when you got that migraine.
Or high blood pressure.
That's right. And plus, you like, I haven't eaten today. Got to go pick the shorties up. The wife, the kids, the whatever. You have to have a cutoff. But I just want to remind everybody to just, whoever you are. I can't say everybody, because some people don't make the cut. That's why, if you look at some of the previous videos, why politics is at the top of everything. It's not like Dunn say, when men touch it, it goes to shit. So just remember, everybody's involved in everything. Everything clicks. Ain't nobody really changing the world, really. There's a few people that me and Dunn, I could say we're into, that we watch their podcasts or we pay attention. It's prolific, thought-provoking things that just enlighten your mind, and it's just so rewarding to be there. About 85% is just oversaturation.
Garbage.
Come on.
Just garbage.
And I don't like the smell of garbage. And now garbage is not even smelling now. It's in the form of
clutter,
clicksters and glitter.
And clutter of the mind.
Yes.
Garbage material that's cluttering your mind. And people need to wake up.
So for every groove that's in your brain, if you fill it with Disney, Ditsy Bop, glitter, fake ass, we say this all the time. Those little grooves is in your brain, and each little compartment of your brain, as you age, is being filled up with fucking garbage. Imagine that what is in the trash? An old coat, an old sandwich, an old tampon,
banana peels.
Come on,
all types
every little component of what trash consists of is filling up your brain, and you got to be the one that say, "Look, I'm gonna go diligent, militant minded, where I want my shit to work in a good divine orderly." But, people like, hey, if it feels good.
Not only that, people don't even realize or understand what that is. So for them to they're used to garbage. And that's why I have a problem, because I'm putting that category outside looking in, to where people think I want garbage too. Mm-hmm. And when I say something, they like, who you think you are?
Or how many times, and to close out, how many times have we did business with people, and when you start really being business oriented and showing them that you're diligent and loyal to the movement or the processes, or whatever you're trying to develop, that's when they fizz out, and then everything collapses. It busts out like garbage. It just said,
yeah, because the truth gets exposed.
Yeah, come on.
And it's like you look good on the outside, you look clean, you look like you're smart, but deep down inside, you're really not. And behind closed doors, you're dirty and you're trifling. And
so is your mind, man.
Yeah.
So Dunn, anything else you want to say before we close out? We did a good segment today. Normally we won't go this long.
Right. But we have to get this off our chest, because it's been lingering and festering. So this is our therapy. My therapist just recently quit on me, and she said, you too deep. I'm just a surface person. I don't want to go that deep with you.
That's right. I can co-sign it. All my therapists quit too, family.
Right.
Because they like surface value. If I'm going to give your ass some motherfucking surface value, and I'm going to bill your ass now, that's what we're going to stay at. And you say, no, we got to get to the real problems inside.
So that's why we created PTSD Talk TV, because That's who our therapist is. We talk to PTSD, Talk TV, Dilla and Dunn. We let you know why we mad.
All right, on that note, we out, yo. This is Dilla.
And Dunn.
We gonna be back. Peace.